Sup, BG here. Welcome back to another video. Now, have you ever had a fight with your partner or your friends or your siblings or anything, but you didn't know how to come to something that you both agree on? Because if that's the case, you come to the right video. I'm going to tell you the top 10 ways to come to a compromise. Basically, if you don't know what a compromise is, basically what it is a decision you both come to that you're both happy with. So if you're fighting about what you want to do about anything at all, it can be anything. A compromise is when you come to a conclusion that you're both happy with. So, number one is don't always try to be right. If you always try to be right, then whoever you're having a fight with will think there's no point arguing with you because you're always trying to be right, and even when the other person knows that they're right, but you won't admit it. So don't always try to be right. Number two is to let things go. So if you let things go, then the person the one they're having a fight with will think, maybe he's right, and maybe she or anyone else will let things go, and that will make you seem like that you should then maybe if she's letting things go, then you will probably think as well that if she's letting things go, maybe I can do the same. So that's why you should probably let things go. And then if you do it first, maybe she will see, or whoever you're having a fight with. I'm just doing this off relationships, but I probably shouldn't because most people who watch these videos aren't anyone. But if the person you're having a fight with will think, if he's letting things go, I should probably do the same. So maybe they will let things go as well. Number three is rethink your expectations. Now, if you do that, then if you rethink your expectations, like expecting what the person you fight with will think, if you rethink your expectations of them, then you'll see that the compromise that they have come up with, you'll think that it's not that bad, and then you'll think that the compromise that you came out with isn't as good as the ones they came out with. So if you rethink the expectations about them, that's probably what you'll end up with. Number four is be willing to change. If you do that, if you're willing to change, it means you need to want to change yourself. You need to want it to happen. So if you want to change, you have to be willing to change for the better. And if you want the compromise that you want, you need to change yourself first. Number five is share your beliefs and emotions. If you share your beliefs of the compromise, then maybe this person will think that you actually have a good point for wanting to do the compromise that you came out with. And if you do that, then they'll probably think that your compromise is better than theirs, even though it might not be, but they'll think that it is. So in that way, you'll win. Number six is show appreciation. When the person you're taking a fight with tells you their compromise, you need to show appreciation that you appreciate their compromise, but then you give yours. Make sure you show appreciation first before you give your own compromise, because if you don't show appreciation and just give your compromise straight after they give theirs, they'll think that their compromise means nothing to you. So make sure you show appreciation first before you give your own compromise. Number seven is keep an open mind. Keep an open mind because if the person you're having a fight with, if they tell you their compromise and then you need to keep an open mind, because if you do it and they tell you their compromise, then their compromise will probably have stuff in it that you didn't think of yourself. Number eight is step into the other person's shoes. Like by that I mean, think of it as you being in the same situation that they're in. If you do that, then if you picture yourself in their shoes, not literally though, by that I mean if you picture yourself in their situation basically, then you will know how they feel, and then you might think to yourself, maybe I'm being a little too selfish. Maybe their compromise is better than mine, but you just don't want to admit it. like with another one of these. So just put yourself in this situation and see how you feel. Number 9 is to find common ground. Basically, we find common ground. I think that means to find common things that in your both of your compromises that have the same things in them. I think that's what it means. I'm not entirely sure, but I think that's what it means. If you find common things in both of your compromises, then you'll see that both of yours may be the same. It may be the same or might not be. Just find common things in your compromise and then you can work from there. And finally, number 10 is to take turns. But if you want to find out who goes first in taking the turns, you have to figure that one out for yourself. Maybe take turns should be whoever comes up with the best compromise. And use all of them to figure out who has the better compromise, and then they can go first. But yeah, take turns, and it will work out pretty well for you if you do that. But I guess that was up for another video. Leave a comment below if you've done any of these, if you've ever had a compromise with your partner, your friend, your sister, your brother, your mum, your dad, anyone. Leave a comment below if you've done any of these with anyone at all. And click subscribe. It's somewhere around me. Wherever it is, just leave a thumbs up. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, peace.